Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked when people think about learning English, your mindset. You can have the best textbooks, the best apps, the perfect study schedule, but if your head isn't in the right place, none of it will stick. First, let's talk about confidence. So many people know more English than they think they do. They understand it, they can read it, but the moment they need to speak, something freezes. That's not a language problem, that's a confidence problem. And confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you build one conversation at a time by speaking even when it feels uncomfortable. Which brings us to mistakes. Here's the truth. Every fluent speaker you've ever admired has made thousands of mistakes along the way. Mistakes aren't proof that you're bad at English, they're proof that you're using it. The fear of getting it wrong is often bigger than the actual consequence of getting it wrong. Nobody is keeping score. The only way through that fear is through it. Speak anyway, and let the mistakes become your teachers. Now let's talk about self-concept. This is simply the story you tell yourself about who you are. If you keep saying I'm bad at languages or I'll never sound natural, your brain believes you and acts accordingly. But if you start seeing yourself as someone who is becoming fluent, someone who is in progress, your actions start to follow that identity. Change the story, and you change the outcome. Next, habits. Successful language learners aren't necessarily the most talented, they're the most consistent. They build small, repeatable habits, listening for 10 minutes during a commute, reviewing a few words before bed, having one short conversation a day. These tiny actions, repeated over months, create massive results. Success isn't a single big leap, it's a series of small steps taken again and again. And finally, discipline over motivation. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes depending on your mood, your energy, your day. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation disappears. It's choosing to show up for your English practice even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Because in the end, it's not the people who feel motivated every day who succeed. It's the people who keep going anyway. So remember, build your confidence by speaking despite the fear. Embrace your mistakes as part of the process. Rewrite the story you tell yourself. Build small daily habits. And rely on discipline rather than waiting for motivation to strike. Your mindset isn't just part of the journey. It's the foundation that makes everything else possible.